Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry site, and today we're here with Dr. Marco Quiroz. He is the Senior Manager of Technical Field Service at Zoetis. Thanks for being with us today, Marco.
Thanks, Sarah. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Very good. And today, Marco and I are at IPPE 2025 here in Atlanta, and it's a very busy show. So people may be able to hear some of the chaos around us, but we're kind of tucked into the Zoetis booth here. So we're going to dive right in today and talk about optimizing bird health with hatchery vaccination. Interventions and processing protocols at the hatchery can impact much more than the chick's ability to fight off disease challenges. And Marco is here to talk about the impact of quality vaccination protocols and share some considerations to help optimize chick health and set chicks up for productive grow out and smooth processing at harvest. So we're going to dive into our questions here,
Sure.
Marco. Both in novo vaccination and spray vaccination are important steps designed to help protect chicks, but there's more to them than simply applying the vaccine. What steps should hatcheries take to help ensure effective in novo vaccination?
Yeah, that's correct. And I always like to talk about immunization rather than just vaccination because immunization refers to protection. And it's not about only the vaccine application. In fact, the immunization, I have a formula that usually you talk about the vaccine. You have to have the proper vaccine. You have to have the right antigen that you want to protect against the challenges in the field. And then you have to mix and handle properly the vaccine, otherwise you might run the risk to damage the vaccine. And finally is the application side, is the vaccination part of it. So if you have all those three components together, you will have a good immunization. Now, the thing is, why do we vaccinate? Why do we immunize the chicks or the broilers in the hatchery? And today we have around 98% plus of the vaccines applied in broilers, they are applied in the hatchery, either in ovo or by spray application. And the important thing to know is, why do we vaccinate? Why do we immunize those broilers in the hatchery? And we want to protect against, disease, disease spread out, mortality, signs and lesions. We want to protect the birds against losses in performance. We want to protect against condemnations, obviously, because we have a great responsibility in the hatchery to make sure that we actually send those birds from the hatchery properly immunized in the field, right? When we have failures in the field, what happens? We can have sometimes, mortality in the field. We can have losses in performance. We can have other secondary infections that are, due to we didn't do a good job in the hatchery, and it doesn't stop there. It goes all the way to the processing plant.
Right.
Sometimes we may have condemnations. We slow down the processing plant, the activities, and the most important thing, are the economical losses, the loss of sales, and potentially, the reputation of the company, because they couldn't supply the birds that they committed to supply to their customers. So in the hatchery, we have this great responsibility to make sure that we take care of those birds, immunize them properly, so the whole supply chain later on, it's okay.
Very good. It's really setting them up for success, it sounds like.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Setting them up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And what about spray vaccination? Is there anything different that needs to be done to help protect chicks?
Well, the concepts apply for both, for in ovo and for spray application. Spray application is a lot more related to respiratory vaccines and cocci and salmonella, E. coli, something like that. But the concepts are very important. We need to maintain the integrity of the vaccine. It doesn't matter if you have the best quality vaccine, if they don't properly handle the vaccine, if they don't mix properly, if they don't apply it properly, they can damage the vaccine, and then problems in the field may happen. So there are a lot of considerations in in both in the in ovo as well as in the spray application.
Good, excellent. What's the impact of a quality vaccination process in the hatchery for both in ovo and spray cabinets?
Right. And the impact, it can go all the way, It's not only impacting the cost in the hatchery, but it could impact dramatically all the way in the supply chain, in the broiler supply chain, because, if we fail on properly immunizing the birds, then things may happen in the field. Then therefore we can have all the way mortality, condemnations, feed conversion losses, and everything translate to economical losses and potentially animal welfare or food safety issues. So that is the importance of having a proper immunization in the hatchery.
Very good. What are some of the things Zoetis does to help customers ensure their chicks are protected?
Yeah, we have a really great team in Zoetis, and we are very, very, customer oriented. We want to make sure that we work for their success.
Great.
And we have a team that we are all dedicated, and it's all what we do. We are all dedicated to make sure that our customers have a better probability of success by taking care of the processes in the vaccination. We depend on the process of vaccinations. We depend, especially in ovo. There are many things, there are multiple ways that can go wrong.
Right.
And we want to make sure that our team properly train the operators, properly train our customers, and we are always side to side with them. We want to make sure that we take care of all the trainings and everything, and then make sure that the devices are properly maintained and so on.
Because there's a lot of planning that goes into this process, right?
Correct. It is a lot of planning from the hatchery standpoint and from the Zoetis standpoint as well, because we have a really big team that all what we do is dedicated to make sure our customers are they have a great experience with us, and also they make sure that they properly immunize the birds so they reduce the risk of having issues in the field and optimize their investments with vaccines and biodevices.
Very good. Is there anything that we missed? Anything we didn't cover, Marco?
No, I think thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to be with you and with our audience, and please come to see us in the booth and in Zoetis, and appreciate the opportunity.
Very good. Well, we appreciate all the information today, Marco.
Thank you.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry site.